Hello students, I am going to discuss today few more extra questions of chapter 1 real number. This is assignment 2. I hope you can see the questions over here. So these are the questions of the assignment. I will give the questions pick in the description box. You can see from there. So let us start discussing the questions. So here we go. The first question is, show that the square of any positive integer is either of the form 4q or 4q plus 1 for some integer q. So the answer of the question. So the solution is, let a is any positive integer that can be written as a equal to bm plus r, where m and r are some integers and r is greater than equal to 0 less than b using Euclid's division lemma. Now here important thing is, you are not supposed to take quotient as q, because we have to introduce q after squaring the integer and taking 4 as a divisor. So here we will take quotient as m in the beginning. This is very important in this very question. So see how to proceed. So a equal to b, bm plus r. Now we have to take m as 4 because divisor we have to show 4. So remainders will be 0 or 1 or 2 or 3, right? Now case 1, if r is equal to 0, a equal to 4m, squaring both sides, a square will be equal to 16m square. You see here, a square equal to 16m square. So 16m square is a square of integer. Now we have to divide this square number by 4, right? So if we divide this square number by 4, so 4m square will be the quotient. And quotient we will name as q here. So class of integer, that is quotient, will be denoted by q, where q is some integer. We will write like this. Case 2, if r is equal to 1, a equal to 4m plus 1, squaring both sides, a square is equal to 16m square plus 8m plus 1. So again this square number we have to divide it by 4, so we will get this thing. 4 into 4m square plus 2m is the quotient plus 1. The quotient belongs to category q, so it will be 4q plus 1. And same way we will proceed the third part. If r is equal to 2, a is equal to 4m plus 2, squaring both sides, a square equal to 16m square plus 16m plus 4. So 4 we will take common to make it as a divisor. So we will get it 4q, where q is some integer, right? So the one part is left, that is r is equal to 3. If r is equal to 3, a equal to 4m plus 3. So squaring both sides, we will get the square number, that is 16m square plus 24m plus 9. So we will divide it by 4. But before that, if you see, the constant term is 9, and 9 cannot be the remainder, right? In case divisor is 4, 9 cannot be the remainder. So we have to take as many 4s as are possible from 9. So there are 2 4s are possible, means 8 is possible. So we'll write 9 as 8 plus 1, and then we will take 4 common from the first 3 terms. So we'll get 4 into 4m square plus 6m plus 2 plus 1. So again quotient belongs to category q, so it is 4q plus 1, where q is some integer, and we'll conclude square of any positive integer is of the form 4q or 4q plus 1, where q is some integer. Now students, in the assignment question number 2 and 3 are exactly you have to do in the same way the way I have done question number 1, only values are changed. In second and third question we have taken the divisor 6 and 5, right? I hope you will be able to do. So do it yourself. In case you have any query or you are not clear, you can ask your query in comment box. So next question 4. Show that the square of any odd positive integer is of the form 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3. This is one of the very important questions, because students used to solve it very lengthy. They used to take 6 as divisor, and then they used to discuss all the remainder 0 to 5. But in NCERT we have done the first 1.1 exercise, second question. Show that any positive odd integer is of the form 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5. I hope you remember. Yes, so we can take that as a result. So how we will start our solution? In solution we'll write, we know that any positive odd integer a is of the form 6m plus 1 or 6m plus 3 or 6m plus 5 for some integer m. This we are saying on the basis of using Euclid division lemma. So case 1, a equal to 6m plus 1. We need not to show all the parts. Squaring both sides, because we have to show the square of odd integer, right? So we are squaring the odd integer and we get this 36m square plus 12m plus 1. Now we have to divide this square number by 6, because ultimately we have to show it in the form divisor 6. We have to take divisor 6 and we have to show in Euclid form. So we will take 6 common, 1 can be the remainder, constant term 1 is okay. So quotient will be termed as q, so 6q plus 1 like previous question. So we have shown it. The next odd integer is of the form 6m plus 3, squaring both sides, and again we will take 6 common and we will get 6q plus 3. Now here if you see, 9 is the constant term when we have squared, and 9 cannot be the remainder if we want 6 to be the divisor. So 9 we will write 6 plus 3 and then we will take common, right? The next odd integer is 6m plus 5, squaring both sides. Now constant term comes to 25. 25 again is a big number, cannot be the remainder. So we will write 25 as 24 plus 1, because we will take as many 6 as are possible. So this we will take 6 common, and this we can write as 6q plus 1. So if you see all the three cases, the final result is 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3, 6q plus 1, right? So it is not other than 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3. So we can conclude square of any odd positive integer is of the form 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 for some integer q, right? So let me move to next question. Question number 5. Show that any positive odd integer is of the form 4m plus 1 or 4m plus 3 for some integer m. Students, this question is nothing, only value is changed. It is exactly same as you have done 1.1 exercise second question. Why I have given this question here? Because I want to show you that in case in the question the demand is 4m plus 1 or 4m plus 3, and here there is no squaring or cubing. So you have to take the starting is very important. Let a is a positive integer that can be written as a equal to bm plus r. Here you are not supposed to take a equal to bq plus r. Here you have to take what you want, m you want in final result. So m you take in the beginning, because in this question you are not going to do squaring both sides, right? Like in the previous question, if you see, you have to show the final result as 6q plus 1. So we haven't taken q in the beginning. Why? Because we have to take the integer, then we have to do squaring, and after that we have to take common, and that quotient should be q, no? But here it is not like that. Here we are not going to do squaring or cubing both sides. So we will take m in the beginning only. So we will take a equal to bm plus r, where m and r are some integers and r is greater than equal to 0 less than b, same way using Euclid division lemma. Now taking b equal to 4, what can be the possible remainders? 0, 1, 2 or 3, right? So what a can be? A can be, if we take remainder 0, a can be 4m. If we take remainder 1, it can be 4m plus 1. And similarly, if we take remainder 2 or 3, it can be 4m plus 2 or 4m plus 3. Now, out of these 4 possibilities of writing a positive integer, see, 4m and 4m plus 2, you can take 2 common. It means these are divisible by 2. So, these are even. Whereas 4m plus 1 and 4m plus 3 are not divisible by 2. So what these are? These are odd, and therefore we can say any positive odd integer is of the form 4m plus 1 or 4m plus 3 for some integer m. So this is the solution of this question. Next question, sixth question, first part. This question already we have discussed in assignment 1. Once again, the number values are big. why here we are doing this question again? Because the values are very big. You see the numbers, it is 1,01,592. No, this is a big number, but Euclid division algorithm will make the work easy if you use here. If the same question is being asked to do by using prime factorization method, definitely it may be very big. So many factors will be there, no? And maybe we won't be able to crack those prime factors. Maybe prime factors are odd number, like anything like 83 or something, right? Sometimes students take a lot of time in solving that, but Euclid algorithm, we have the benefit. Even the big numbers, we need not to worry, because division is possible. But one more thing that I have noticed in all these years, when students do this question by Euclid's algorithm, I don't know, they used to do mistake in subtracting. In subtraction they used to do mistake. Suppose you have taken the first division and you have multiplied the divisor by the first quotient, and you have written under the dividend, and you are doing subtraction to get the first remainder of the division. Many students used to do mistake over there. So why I have given so many questions for practice? Because I want you to practice. Your division and subtraction should not be wrong. That is the main part, students. You have done in lower classes. All this practice of division you have done in lower classes. No, you should not do wrong. So let me continue the question by Euclid's algorithm. So we will do in the same way we have done in the previous assignment. So dividend, we will take the bigger number as dividend and smaller number as divisor. We will continue the process unless we get the remainder 0. And if you see the last step, the remainder is 0. 612 equal to 306 into 2 plus 0. So remainder is 0. The final HCF is 306. And same way we have to do the rest of the parts. So here two parts are there in front of you. I hope it is visible. The second part, remainder is equal to 0. Therefore HCF is 1026. Right? And the other two parts of the assignment answers, third part is 10 and fourth part is 1253. I hope you can do that. Now let me move to last question, question number 7, first part. There are three numbers whose HCF and LCM we have to find using prime factorization method. And first step, we have to do prime factorization of each number individually, and we have to write in power notation. Now here if you see the prime factorization of 377 is 13 into 29, 667 is 23 into 29. Some students struck up in this only. So important question. So HCF, once again the rule is take common factors with their lowest power as HCF. So here the common prime factors are 29 only, and 29 lowest power is 1 only. So HCF is 29. LCM, in LCM we have to take product of all the factors, prime factors once, product of all prime factors with their highest exponent. That is the LCM of the numbers. Numbers can be 3, 4, whatever. So here the LCM is in front of you. It is 1,30,065, right? So multiplication is there. So some students used to do mistake in multiplying. So same way the second part is being done in front of you. You can see it very clearly. And the third part we did by using Euclid division algorithm in the previous assignment. So is very important. I hope you understood. Thank you.